Back, dear students, let us start our 37th lesson. Topic is the prepositions part 3, and today we will discuss uses of other prepositions, starting with preposition to. To is used when we talk about go, come, travel, etc. to a place or event. In other words, when we say about a travel or coming or going to a place or event. For example, we say go to Srinagar, go to bed, go to the bank, come to my house, come to my school, etc. But with home, we don't use to. With house, we use to, but with home, we don't use to. We say go home. That means we don't use, in fact, any preposition. Come home, arrive home, on the way home. It's not on the way to home, on the way home. But with house, we use to. Similarly, we say married to. She's married to him, engaged to, or we say similar to, talk or speak to somebody, listen to. Similarly, we say write a letter to. So with write also we use to. Invite somebody to a party, a wedding, a picnic, a get together, etc. Explain something to somebody. Apologize to somebody for something, for this thing or that thing. But when we say phone or telephone somebody, we don't use that time any preposition. So no preposition is used at that time. We say simply phone somebody or telephone somebody. We don't say to phone to somebody. We don't say telephone to somebody. In this case, with phone and telephone, we don't use any preposition. Now moving to next preposition by. By is used in many expressions to say how we do something. For example, we say send something by post, send a letter by post, send a parcel by post, do something by hand. So take this and deliver it to him by hand. By hand. So when we say we do something, how we do something, that time we use by. Next is pay by check, by credit or debit card. For cash we use in, as we have already discussed. We say pay in cash, in cash. With cash we use in, and with check and credit or debit card we use by. Pay by check or pay by debit or credit card. Something can happen, we say by mistake. With mistake we also use by accident we say, or by chance. Similarly, we say increased by, it increased by this thing, or decreased by this thing. Or we say impressed, impressed by, when we have to, I'm impressed by her, or I'm impressed by this wonderful scenery. Impressed by somebody, if we say by somebody and we use impressed, with impressed also we use by. And impressed by something, if it is something, we also use that time by. By, we also use by to say how somebody travels. For example, we say by car, he's traveling by car, they are traveling by train, she is traveling by plane, by boat, by ship, by bus, by bicycle, etc. Or we say by road, by rail, by air, by sea, by underground. No doubt when we say, in earlier we also read, when we say the mode of vehicle, at that time we say, for example, he is coming in a car, or they are coming in a car, he is coming on a bicycle. What is the mode of transport? But here when we say, it's when we say what is the mode of travel, we say, so that time we use by. With all these modes of transport we say by. Next, by is also used to say, for example, we say a play by Shakespeare. Whether you use the word write here or not, you can simply, if you use write or written, a play written by Shakespeare, you can also use that time by. But even if you skip the word written, still you can use by. A play, this is a play by Shakespeare. That is a novel by Charles Dickens. By also means next to, next our side, or what we call as beside, next to. For example, sit by me, that means sit next to me. Or where is the light switch? It is by the door, it is beside the door, that means near the door, we can say. So it's beside the door. Then next is for. We say a check for, and then we add the sum of money. No doubt, normally we believe we can say a check of, but that is incorrect. We actually say a check for and then the amount of money. Similarly, we say a demand for. This is a demand for, there is a demand for more goods, a need for. Or we say a reason for, there is a reason for this thing. To feel or to be sorry for somebody. So with to feel, when you feel for somebody, we also use that time for. Or when we say sorry, to be sorry for somebody, we also use for. Care for somebody or care for something. Apply for the job. Wait for something to happen. So wait for, let us wait for this thing, that thing. Pay somebody for, pay him for his work. Pay him, pay her for his, for her duty. So pay somebody for. For is also used with verb look for, and look for actually means search for or try to find. We can say he's trying to find something, or he's searching for something, or we can say he's looking for his, for example, he's looking for his watch, or he's, that is equivalent to he is searching for his watch. Similarly, we say thank somebody for something. I thank him for helping me. Forgive somebody for something. She forgave him for his mistakes. Blame somebody or something for, and then we add the rest of the sentence. Apologize. With apologize, we use to. First, we use apologize to somebody, and then after somebody, we use for, and then we add what is the matter. So, with apologize, first we use to somebody and then the name of the person, and after the name of the person, we use for and then the reason. For is also used with a period of time to say how long something goes on. Just we have read in case of perfect tenses. For example, he has been working for 2 hours. So we will say for plus a period of time. We haven't seen each other for ages. So for plus a period of time. Or they are staying here for a week. So we say for plus a period of time. So these were the uses of these prepositions, and in our next lesson we will discuss some other uses of some other prepositions. That's for today. Thank you. Have a great day. Have a nice time.